Capricorn, hi. So this is going to be a reading for February 28th through March 6th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. What do you want, Cappy? You want a reading? I'm doing one. For you. And for all the Cappies out there. Yeah. I don't have food though. What do you want? I don't have food. Juno, do you have food? You're not the food. You may have food, but... well, that's my food. You know how you hide things through the house from animals, kids, other people? Yeah, you got your own stash somewhere. I got a bag of something up there. It'd be a bag. Behind the little pillow there. You found it. Man. Anyways. Let's see, Cappy, what's going on here? Ooh, the overall energy for the reading, the Four of Wands. This could be talking about a commitment, and it doesn't have to be love, just so you know. It can be a commitment to another human being as a friend or, I don't know, a family situation. I don't know, work even, who knows, but we'll see. In the recent past, the Strength card, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Wands. Okay. I see you opening up being a lot, requiring a lot for you to open up in a particular situation. And even though you did, you're showing up as, okay, you know, yeah, it takes a lot, but I'll do it. There was still some resistance to you. There was still... so it wasn't... I mean, of course, you could have found the reasons of they're not like this, or they don't have that, or they're doing that, and because of that, I'm not opening up. But it was coming from you. It was your own resistance to opening up. You know, as much as maybe you try to put it on exterior circumstances, it was your own resistance to your own opening up in a particular situation. For the current situation, you get the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Six of Cups. All right, so I see you really, again, kind of opening up. It's not, oh man, how do I put this? Because there's a little something in the way there. I see you being fully, this is what I am, this is what I got, here you go. But then there's a little something that stands in the way of that, and that little something belongs to you. And it's still showing up. For right now, it's showing up as a lot of overthinking, for example. So, again, the reasons that I just gave for the recent past situation, maybe you amplified them. So, if I open up, that might happen, or that might happen, or that might happen. But because they're like that, that might happen, and that might happen. Blah, 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 blah. Which takes away from the actual meaning of opening up in the situation. There's definitely a soul connection here at play. Again, as a reminder, doesn't have to be love. We do that with friendships too, or who knows what other kinds of relationships we may have, you know. Not at that scale of, ooh, but we still do it. In the immediate future, the Six of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Five of Swords. And then the end result of, you know what, this is not good for me, I'm gonna walk away, I'm not happy here. Did you manage to open up fully so that you can actually acknowledge the happiness or the non-happiness in this situation? Or did you determine that you're unhappy because the situation is unhappy, because you can't put your finger on it, but something makes you feel not necessarily good? Because the Five of Swords is here. That's why I'm asking you these questions. So it's one of those things that's shown up in this reading already as it's something from me that's keeping me from doing something, but I'm unhappy about the situation, so there must be something wrong with the situation. It's not coming from me, this resistance, you know? So, let's clarify. She's kind of not sleeping, but kind of sleeping. I don't know if she'll show up for this one because she's over there kind of chillaxing. I have a little big toy for them, and I bought for the boys before Juno even came here. And as I was thinking to take it out, because you know the boys aren't using it, Juno just started using it. The minute I thought, I better put that aside, I better get rid of it, Juno starts using it. So you might hear something in the background from now on, which is Juno playing with that toy, which is basically a huge wheel. Yeah. So if you hear any other noise besides the heaters, it's Juno. Anyways, let's see here. 4 of Wands. The Fool, the Strength card, the 6 of Wands. It's the same Strength card. It's the same energy from the past that you're bringing here to this commitment. It feels like this commitment, and it's interesting because you're showing me the overall energy of what this commitment actually does from a soul level, from a soul perspective, right? Where it's all, it feels good. It feels like it's a match. It feels like everything's fine there, energetically speaking. And then as the reading progresses, you're showing me the mind participation in all of this, basically. Which the mind kind of gives me a sense of, I'm not happy about this. You know, so it's kind of a contrasting kind of reading that you're getting today here. Let me do the Strength card for the recent past. The Justice card, the 8 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, you wanted for things to be balanced here, but at the same time without really fully participating emotionally. So you kind of kept it to yourself. You were kind of like, yeah, I want for this to work out because it feels like something's good about it. And again, from that higher self perspective, everything's flawless. For some reason, you decided to take your emotions out and hope for the best, basically. But emotions were still there. That was the tough part here. Let me see that 9 of Wands. Two of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, the Hangman. Man. So whenever this resistance came over, because it did, it created a lot of indecision, a lot of stressing about the situation, and also a lot of stagnation around this. So that you can take that as being whenever you felt like, I don't know what to do, or I'm not going to do anything, or, you know, nothing's moving, nothing's happening. That in itself, take that as your resistance, basically, to this working out, whatever this is to you. And again, I have no idea what this is to you. It's going to be different from case to case, but the energy is kind of the same. There's an available, workable energy. And there's that little ounce of you that created resistance to this. Let's do the Knight of Cups. Not that you want it to. Of course, that's coming from a fear or a wound that you have. So it's not like, oh, well, I'm going to resist this. It feels so good that I'm going to stand in the way of this. No. You know, we don't do that generally, but... for the Knight of Cups in the current situation, you get the 9 of Cups, the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords. All right. Here you go. Coming in with a fresh energy of determination of, I really want to do something about it because I feel good about it, so I'm going to go for it. This in itself, this energy in itself that you're showing me right now has no resistance to it. So you're showing me a little bit of a sense of resistance and then stepping out of that and being like, I'm all in. I'm going for it. But then comes the 8 of Swords. So that, to me, is an indication of things are looking and feeling kind of, or, yeah, kind of roller coastery, you know, within this situation. where one day you might be okay about it and go for it. The next day you might be like, nope, not doing anything. For the Eight of Swords, you get the Knight of Swords, the World card, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're pulling yourself out. So again, the Eight of Swords is that self-imposed kind of, let me think about it intensely until I make myself crazy with it. And then once you do that, you take away from the feeling of it. You take away from the passion of it. And I see this passion going towards, again, something that feels good to the higher self, at least. And I see this passion going towards it, and you kind of just cutting it there and being like, whoa, slow down, Cappy, slow down. No need to go by, yeah, it makes me feel good. You know, there's definitely a shift in the way you're approaching this situation. You're coming more from a high energy towards it, more to a grounded, like, let me steady it for a little bit. I'm not saying this is good or bad. There's just a shift going on in your approach. But I do see the shifts coming from a place of the mind. And that's the place where all fears and insecurities and all sorts of wounds are cooking. So for the Six of Cups, you get the Queen of Cups again, the King of Wands, the Page of Cups. Queen of Cups that showed up. You've been dealing with this for a while, with the situation. There's love, there's passion. There's not much being shown, but there's good things showing up here. Again, energetically, underneath it all. Underneath the mind and whatever shows up on the surface. Let me do the Six of Swords. Baby girl, don't go up there. She's going up. She doesn't want to come here. That's Kai's place. The other one's Felix's. Not that you give her. Anyways, for the Six of Swords, in the immediate future, you get the Page of Swords, the Five of Swords again, the King of Cups. This is not you. I'm not getting this as being your energy. There's a very deceptive energy here, but it's not deceptive towards you. It's more deceptive towards themselves. There's love here. There's a whole lot of love here, but that's not being shown. What's being reflected here is, hey, did you get that, you know, snowstorm the other day? We did. It was nasty. Okay, bye. There, you know, there's something here. They're showing up more pulled out, pulled away by the way they're bringing out this energy, which is not the energy of love that they're carrying. So that's why the Five of Swords is there, which is showing me they're being deceptive. But again, first, in order to be deceptive with you, they would have to be deceptive with themselves first. So that's what they're doing. Let me do the Four of Cups. You get the Five of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. Yeah, I mean, man, and you're struggling to keep yourself, you know, aligned with what you're feeling, with what the energy is bringing to the table, with all of that. And you're doing it at times. Yeah, there's those occasional, let me stand in my own way kinds of little interferences. But this energy right here, it takes two to tango here, and I feel like you're the only one that's tangoing, basically. They're not dancing your dance, at least energetically speaking. Well, no, energetically speaking, there's a whole lot of love on the surface. It's a whole different story. They're twisting the story. They're twisting the dance. I don't know, and it creates a lot of conflict, and it creates a just not being on the same page. The energies are different. You know, you're here aligned with yours. They're here too, but when they're not aligned with theirs, they drop. So it's like you can't find one another anymore. for the Five of Swords, they get the Page of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Temperance. The good news is that they're working on this. They're seeing that sabotage. They're seeing that self-deception. As long as you recognize something, that's a big chunk of healing it. So they're showing me, yeah, I'm trying. You know, yeah, I'm going there. Yeah, I'm working with this energy. But it's going to take a while. And I feel like they have been trying, and they have been seeing the ways in which they've been deceptive here. I feel like this is not you. Now, roles can be reversed. This could be you, but you would know if it is. Let's see, Cappy, what the universe has to close it off. The Lovers, the Four of Swords, the Sun. Yeah, there's healing going on, definitely. On both sides, I feel like it's just different stages. You're at different stages, and that's okay. I mean, if you want it to be okay, that's your decision. You know, if it's okay for you or if it's not. But there's definitely something going on here between these two energy, you and another energy. And it's powerful and it's strong, and it could lead to happiness. It does have that potential. But there is healing in the middle there, which is telling me that there's healing on your side, there's healing on their side. Right now, I don't see this as being on the same page. Not right now. You know, that could change, but right now I don't see that from what's showing up here. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.